Welcome back to the Shitty Kitty Kitchen, which now smells like a retirement village. The smell of tomato soup has permeated my home with the subtle hint of overcooked prawns or shrimp. It is 1973, and I don't think 1973 is going to be good to me. I have made this monstrosity earlier today, a chicken and shrimp casserole, where everything was pre-cooked before it was shoved in a big casserole dish and has baked in the oven for an hour. Because back in the 70s, they didn't think about just chucking it all in together and letting it cook together. No, we pre-cooked everything. I'm terrified, to say the least. And the first thing I'm going to do is take this baby out of the oven. Hey, Scout, cement shoes, you've come back. You suckers for punishment. All right. Oh, shoot. You know what I haven't done? Wait a minute. Let me get this out and take the lid off it so it can cool down a bit, because it's going to be hotter than Hades. Green as. Oh, well, oh, good to see you, beautiful. All righty, out it comes. Actually, I need to take my glasses off. They'll fog up. And I just need to nick out onto the deck and pick a couple of sprigs of parsley, as if that's going to make this thing any better. Look, I'm prepared to be surprised. I'm planning for the worst, but if required, I will be swigging from this bottle of dry sherry that I now own because of this friggin' recipe. All right, here she comes, the moment of truth. Whew. Oh, I've just been punched in the face with the flavors of prawn and tomato soup again. No hint of the thyme I put in it. No. There she blows. Seriously, it does smell like an old folks' home in my house right about now. Some would say it's the delicious fragrance of home cooking. I disagree. All I can smell is soup and an overcooked prawn. All right, let me. Oh, your poor mate just cooked mousse and it had a huge worm in it. Oh, my God. What kind of mousse? Because that's what I'm going to be making on this channel soon, a pumpkin mousse. Can you get canned pumpkin in Australia? I'll be finding out. All right, I'm going to let the steam out. Yes, we're on the Shitty Kitty Kitchen. Well, we're also on Better Call Tour, but, oh, that's the problem with keeping the lid on. Not a lot of, reduction of the sauce. Where's my spoon? It's hiding from me. I don't blame it. I will be too. At least I got the dishes done. Okay. Just going to give this a little stir because it needs it. So it's rice, chicken, capsicum, onion, sherry, cream, and somewhere buried within, and I need one for the taste test, is a prawn that was already cooked before it went in, and now it's spent an hour. It doesn't look too bad. A dead moose, a literal moose. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going to go get some parsley, and I'm just going to let you all look at this and contemplate it. I really want to enjoy this, but for some reason I'm just nauseated at the thought of it. It looks very mushy. Fortunately, I have got some crunchy lettuce that I can have on the side if I do decide to eat this. But when I do the taste test, I'll be calling it, will this be my dinner or am I going to order a pizza? So I'll be back in a minute. It looks mushy, doesn't it? Looks like army food. A bit like a biryani. It's nothing like a biryani. Give me a moment. I will go and get some poor innocent parsley to sacrifice. It is the recommended garnish. I've got things gathering in the back of my throat thinking about this. I truly wish I wasn't feeling that way. There's a whole packet of chicken thighs in here, but I sensibly only decided to sacrifice 6 prawns. They did cost me $11, though. I'll be back, guys. I've got like phlegm building up in my mouth and the back of my throat just thinking about this. I hate all of you. My parsley has finally got enough sprigs on it to eat it, but this is all that I have decided to sacrifice because no parsley deserves this. None of us do. All right. Normally, I would finally chop my parsley as a garnish, but as they did in the 70s, just, whack on a pile of leaves. Have the prawns disappeared? No, I've identified one. Oh, my stomach's churning. You just use the zoom. Yes, use the zoom on the dish. What a close-up. And what did it look like? Better or worse? It doesn't actually look too bad because I've put like chunky bits of capsicum and stuff, but I mean, here's the picture of the OG. Oh, wait, they have chopped up their parsley. There's the OG with a lot of sacrificed shrimp within it. Okay. Let's finally chop this because this dish is going to need... It just reminds me of a retirement village as they're cooking dinner for the inmates. I know, residents. They're inmates. They're treated like inmates. And that sort of soupy, bready kind of smell. Very tomato sauce and the occasional waft of a dead prawn. Okay, it didn't look bad. Well, that's a miracle. Just before I do to the taste test, I'm going to let it cool down a bit because, I mean, bad enough. I think it's going to taste like the retirement village I keep getting upset about. I'm just going to share with you what will be happening on this channel soon. Firstly, the Sicilian cake. Now, this is a day-long project. There's a lot of time in the refrigerator. So it will be a video because I'll be making that on and off on Tuesday. I've already put it away, an Australian Women's Weekly cookbook from the 80s. We're going to be making Swiss chicken. Now, the only thing I realised after we ended the live is being Swiss chicken, it's probably got slices of Swiss cheese in it. Swiss cheese is the only cheese I cannot stand. So I'm going to be subbing it out. I'm not going to cook things that there's no way I can possibly eat them. And Swiss cheese grosses me out. I'd rather chew on a gym sock than eat that shit. And then here, speaking of mousse, hopefully this doesn't have a worm in it. This is a delightful sweet dessert. It's a pumpkin mousse. Lord help me. I can't wait to just cook some normal food on this channel. It needs to settle and cool down to hopefully... I don't want it to look like the picture. I mean, for starters, I haven't sacrificed a pound of prawns or shrimp. Plus, they lied. They said to cook it in a large casserole, but they've actually, the photo, they've put it into a... I'm going to get a piece of chicken. I'm going to cry. I've got things happening in my mouth. Like my body's just saying, don't do it. I'm going in. I'm 99% certain I'm having wood-fired pizza for dinner. You love Emmental cheese. Oh, I don't. All right, let's get this monstrosity. Ooh, I mean, look how much I've made. This pot is huge. It's nearly full. I can't even donate that to my friends. Well, let's try it first. It might not require donating. Sadly, I know people that would eat it, but I wouldn't be able to live with myself. This recipe and the taste test coming up, it's making me move incredibly slowly. Now I'm going to put the parsley on it. Oh shit, I think I've gone 2 prawns but no chicken. Oh no, that's chicken. I'm not allowed to put any seasoning on it either till I've had my first mouthful, which scares me. DoorDash. We don't have DoorDash. I wish we did. All right, guys. Scary view. Hello. Why is my throat closing up? It's like it's trying to tell me you are not going to put. Is that better? You're not going to put that thing in my mouth. I am, I'm afraid. I don't know why I'm nervous. It's just a chicken and prawn casserole, right? Okay, hang on. Actually, I'm not sure if I like sherry or not, but okay. I think I might be more of a sweet cherry girl. And that's unusual for me. I normally go savory, but we're going in. Bit of chicken. Let's kick it off with some chicken. The chicken's tender. I'll give it that. It tastes like tomato soup with a piece of chicken in it. Like it's not actually... It's not as gross as I thought it... Well, it tastes a bit like prawn, and I didn't just eat a piece of prawn. The prawn is right through it. I don't really want to have it for dinner just because it's kind of boring. And very strong tomato soup flavour. Like, it's not gross. It's probably like a 4 out of 10, though, just because of how insipid it is. Think of it as a risotto. I am. But, like, it's not sloppy, which is a relief. But let me eat some of the rice and the capsicum. Actually, the capsicum flavour is pretty strong too, now I think of it. Yeah, well, okay. The capsicum is still crunchy, like in a good way. But it's not actually bad texturally. The rice is good. I've got a piece of parsley stuck in my tooth. I can probably jazz this up a bit to make it a bit more pleasant. I'm going to, after this live, I'm going to, when I have it for dinner, I'm actually going to have it for dinner, regretfully, maybe. I'm going to whack in some lemon juice just to add some acidity and tart it up a bit. Weirdly, the seasoning is really good, even though there wasn't much in it. And texturally, it's okay because there's crunchy bits of capsicum and the chicken's really moist. But now the rice is great. And I stopped cooking the rice while it was still a little bit crunchy, just so, you know, if it was going to bake in the oven for an hour, it wouldn't just end up a sludge. And it's still got that little bit of crunch in it. It was only at 180 degrees Celsius that it cooked. No way. Okay. What's trickery? That is the most tender prawn ever. I'm waiting for some rubber. There's no rubber. That was really nice. Okay. I think with some lemon juice, a shitload of parsley, and some Parmesan cheese. I've got this really cool Parmesan cheese grater that does it in really thin little spirals. I think it's going to be all right. My stomach's sort of working out what it thinks at the moment, though. That will really be the proof is in the pudding. See how I feel in like half an hour. It's not bad. It's actually, I mean, it's not really my... It's not something I would, if I was flicking through a magazine and saw a recipe for this, I wouldn't make it. Like, I'd prefer to make a jambalaya or a gumbo or a paella with chicken and prawns and tomatoes and rice. Do you know what I mean? But you could chuck some chili flakes into this, some lemon juice, maybe not do the cheese. I think I'm just going to tart it up a little bit with some acid and some spice. Maybe not. Pardon me. Pardon me for being so rude. It wasn't me. It was the food. It got so lonely down below. It just popped up to say hello. Yeah. I don't know. I've literally had 2-3 mouthfuls and it's okay. Do I want to eat this for the next week? Absolutely not. I'm not great with leftovers after the second day anyway. Third day really only happens in my house if the food's amazing. This isn't. But it's not shit either. It's very 1973. What can I say? The prawn, though, that was a cooked prawn that baked in the oven for an hour and it was so tender. Yeah, I do need to change the score. I think there are people out there that would like it. It's definitely a good family-friendly dish because it's not really spicy. But I'm going to spice the crap out of it if I have it for dinner. I'm adding chili flakes and lemon juice and a shitload of parsley. But I'm interested that it doesn't need more seasoning because it really had, what did it have? It had like a little bit of salt, 1.5 teaspoons, and 1/4 teaspoon of pepper in that huge pot and a little bit of thyme. And that was really it. And the sherry, I guess, but I can't even taste the sherry. Or the cream, like it's not too creamy. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It might be worth more in some people's minds. Some people might eat it and go, that's really good. But I think for what's in it and dishes that you can make today like paella and shit like that, go that way. I like that crunchy, overcooked base of a paella that this doesn't have. But yeah, I'd probably say 6. I'm going to be generous. 6.5 out of 10. I'm surprised. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Can I not wait to end this live and dip into it? No, I'm happy to wait for dinner to rock around when it rocks around, unless I've had some sort of hideous experience between now and dinner time, in which case I'll be getting a pizza. But yeah, it's okay. I wouldn't make it again though. All the recipes I'm cooking, if they're not great, I'm putting a big fat cross through them, and that one's going to be getting a cross. And it's making me burp a lot. Some might say it was the sherry. I'm blaming the food. So there you have it. Let me bring the giant pot of doom back over to end this beautiful live. Here we go. I know you're all busting to see it one more time. There's enough in here to feed a small army. I mean, I could probably deliver this to my friend Scott and he would happily eat it all week. But I can't do it I can't drop it down to him till Tuesday. Every time you take the lid off, the first thing that punches you in the face is a condensed tomato soup flavour, which is disappointing because I make things with fresh tomatoes, and to suddenly be reminded of what condensed tomato soup is like, I didn't need to be. There we go. They're on my cables. First time you've cooked and I haven't been jealous. Yeah, don't be. It's not shitty. It's not crap. It's just not great. So let's end with a song. Oh, that's me. I'm not singing. James Blunt is. This is his song 1973. Enjoy. I'll see you all again soon, Groovers. Do I order a pizza? Based on the number of burps so far, I'm thinking yes. And to you, sir, good night. Present. Little song to end the live with. As always, I do like to do that. And when you've got a song called 1973, why not play that, right? Hopefully I'll see you beautiful people all again. Where's StreamYard gone? Hopefully I'll see all of you beautiful people again very soon. Take care, everyone. I love this song too. That's my favourite.
You're getting older. Your journey's been etched on your skin. Simona, wish I had known that what seems so strong has been and gone. I would call you up every Saturday night, and we'd both stay out till the morning light, and we sang, here we go again. And though time goes by, I will always be in a club with you in 1973, singing, here we go again. Simona, wish I was sober so I could see clearly now. The rain has gone. Simona, I guess it's over. My memory plays out to the same old song. I would call you up every Saturday night, and we'd both stay out till the morning light, and we sang, here we go again. And though time goes by, I will always be in a club with you in 1973, singing, here we go again.
My favorite piece in my heart. But I won't make it every day.
I would call you up every Saturday night, and we'd both stay out till the morning light, and we sang, here we go again. And though time goes by, I will always be in a club with you in 1973, singing, here we go again. I would call you up every Saturday night, and we both stay out till the morning light, and we sang, here we go again. And though time goes by, I will always be in a club with you in 1973, singing, here we go again. And though time goes by, I will always be in a club with you in 1973.
Thank you, Mr. Blunt, making 1973 a little bit tastier than that dish. Not a bad one, not a great one, and no, I won't make it ever again. Until next time, Groovers, bon appetit!